Hello fellow mutants, welcome back to another video, and in this video I'm going to review or tell you guys my thoughts of the 2007 Ninja Turtle movie TMNT, which is why I'm wearing this shirt, because I couldn't resist. I had to wear one of my Ninja Turtle shirts for one of my Ninja Turtle streams. I could not help it, I'm sorry. I'm a nerd, I know. Anywho, TMNT is is a CGI film of the Ninja Turtles, and I'm guessing it's supposed to be like a loose sequel to the 90s trilogy Turtles movie, because I'll quickly jump to the end. The end scene before, like, the turtles jump from rooftop to rooftop, and Raphael narrates that, "Man, I love being a turtle." Splinter puts this helmet on this rack, right? And as the camera pans out, we see some of, like, the collections that Splinter and the turtles has collected over the years. And we see the Shredder's mask, and it resembles the Shredder's mask from the 1990 and 1991 films. There's the Time Scepter that was in the 1993 film, and I'm pretty sure on the right, in the third Ninja Turtle movie, and on the right there's like the I guess like what I guess the turtle supposedly wore in the third Ninja Turtles movie. So there's definitely like callbacks towards the end of the movie for the original Ninja Turtle movie, like the original Ninja Turtle trilogy, which makes me think that TMNT is supposed to be a continuation of those movies, like a loose continuation, if that makes sense. So yeah. Now I can get back to the actual like review. Actually started officially like 2.5 minutes in. So the movie starts out with I don't know why I'm blanking on his name. The dude who was in The Matrix. Lawrence Fishburne, there we go. He narrates, yeah, the turtles went on many adventures. They defeated the Shredder, but there's this new threat to the turtles, and it actually started 3,000 years ago when this guy and his brotherhood and sister, there's this girl that was in the brotherhood. When this guy in the brotherhood went back and just like got cursed for 1,000 years, the leader was fine. He got immortal, but his brother and sister got turned to stone. And the portal, there's just like the thing that made him immortal and his teammates stone only comes down every 3,000 years. And so it happens, I'm guessing the turtles are 16 or 17. Yeah, this movie later, like, it's been 3,000 years since that event. So the Ninja Turtles, what they do is, well, let me backtrack a bit, because I feel like I'm getting too far ahead of myself. The team has split, in a way. Leonardo has been sent off to go on this like self-finding mission by Splinter. He hasn't been back or returned any of like Splinter's letters in like a year, and or some time, I should say. And we essentially see Leonardo being this vigilante in this jungle, I'm guessing of Africa. And essentially April hears of this story. She meets up with Leonardo and she catches him up on what had happened in his absence. Like with Michelangelo, he does party favors now to get some extra dough. Donatello has his tech company. So like the turtles, the Ninja Turtles like stopped fighting crime. Splinter, I guess, is a couch potato now. And now but Raphael is the only one of the team that has not stopped. He has become official anti called the Night Watcher. And going at night, busting out crime. And Leonardo tells April, as she was bringing Leo up to speed, that I'm not coming back. I can't come back a failure. And it turns out Leonardo essentially comes back. Big surprise, especially if you saw the trailers. There's one trailer which I will try to get into the link. I will get the link in the description where the Turtles gets this does these badass poses as they jump down, but Michelangelo being the goofball that he is, he jumps into a dumpster, and that was hilarious. So I love that. So I gotta try to find that. I link it in the description at the very least of this video. Anywho, Leonardo comes back, and as usual, there's some tension between Raph and Leo, and it later on turns out that the reason why Raph is kind of butthurt that Leo left for as long as he did, and but we get to that later. So essentially, the Turtles go on this roof. Leonardo fills the other Turtles in, but we can't go in the Splinter won't let us go in the field until we learn to work together. So that while the Turtles were having a little discussion, they hear this roar. So they go up to this abandoned building, or this building that's still in construction, I should say. And it turns out there's this monster that's fighting the Foot Clan. And so the Turtles initially goes into it, despite Leonardo saying we can't. And Leo and Cry fights, and it turns out that Cry and the Foot Clan are arms of hire at this point, because there's this guy named Winters, who is the guy that I mentioned earlier, that's immortal. He hired the Foot Clan to capture these monsters, 13 monsters by the way, so he can become immortal again, so he can set things right. And there's these stone soldiers that is his allies. But these stone guys, April essentially helped Winters collect them, not knowing that they'll later on become something they'll have to fight. So the 4 Turtles fights the monsters. They escape, and Michelangelo says, "Yeah, the Turtles back, man. Yeah." And then Splinter gets on the Turtles' case about we can't work together as a team if they're still infighting. That's not gonna end well. And so get your shit together. And essentially, Raphael goes off to do Night Watcher things. Casey Jones initially says, "I know it's you, Raph. Don't try to fool me." And I think I think that scene that I was referring to, where Casey found out or discovered that or put two and two together, was before Leonardo returned. Now think about it. Anywho, Raphael still goes to do the Night Watcher thing. He fights this little midget monster dude. And then we get Leonardo chasing after the Night Watcher. And then Leonardo lecturing the Night Watcher about he shouldn't be doing what he's doing because it's dangerous. And then we see the two fight, right? And then later on, Leonardo in the fight says, "You know, crazy thing about anger, let it consume you. And soon enough, you'll lose sight of everything." And as Leonardo says that, he gets out of Raph's view and the Night Watcher's view, and does this sick uppercut on Raph. knocking the helmet off. Leo and Raph has this argument of words, and it's the argument was that's what argument is, fight over words, but argument about how Leonardo pretty much abandoned them, and Leonardo was saying, I was bettering myself for you, what the hell, man? And so they fight. Raphael essentially wins, but he realized he was getting too angry, so he runs off. The Stone Generals put some sleeping darts in him, and the reason why they do that, because they know that Leonardo's not the 13th monster. The reason why they get Leonardo is because they don't want to be immortal again. And so they take Leonardo in his place. Raphael discovers that Leonardo's taken, and he was too slow to rescue Leo. So it goes back to the lair, informs Splinter what happens, and then the Turtles, Splinter, April, and Casey all conforms of what they're going to do to save, like what their plan is going to be involving saving Leonardo, which essentially is storming into Winter's stronghold to essentially stop him from what they think is him trying to terrorize the world, trying to kill innocent people. They don't know that he's trying to correct his mistakes. So essentially the Turtles fight this army of the Foot Clan. Casey breaks something to makes this door goes down, frees Leonardo, and we see this team up between the Turtles and the Foot Clan. Which, by the way, I forgot to mention that Karai's in here, and this is the first movie that we got Karai in a Ninja Turtle movie. And this is the first movie that I remember seeing Splinter actually kicking ass. Because the original Ninja Turtle trilogy, we didn't see Splinter really kicking ass, per se. This movie was the first time we saw Splinter kicking ass. Sorry, Michael Bay, but you did not do it first. I'm sorry. And so, essentially, the Foot Clan, or Cry, a few foot soldiers, Casey and April goes find the 13th monster. The four Turtles and Splinter battles the creatures that comes out of this portal, and the Stone Soldiers. And essentially, they are a success. They win. Which Winters is happy because now he is finally mortal again. And he goes into this movie's version, as I always called it, this movie's version of the Avatar state, and disappears. And then the next, and then Karai says, next time we meet, you'll see some familiar faces from your past. Setting up a potential sequel, it was setting up a sequel that we unfortunately never got. I don't know why we never got a sequel to this movie. I would have been okay with this movie having a sequel. I actually thoroughly enjoyed this movie. You know me, my ass would have been in the movie theaters if there was a sequel. And I'm mad there's not a sequel. I'm hoping one day that this will get picked up for us as to have a sequel, because I do believe that this Ninja Turtle movie does deserve to have a sequel. What I was saying? Oh yeah, and then it was that scene where I was telling you guys about, where Splinter, we see the collection that the Turtles and Splinter essentially collected over the years. And the helmet that we see Splinter put on the in the collection that I missed is Winter's. And that's where we see like Winter's helmet along with the Shredder's mask from the that resembles from the first the Shredder from the 1990s movie Shredder. We saw the Time Scepter from the third Ninja Turtle movie. Make me think that this was supposed to be like a sequel to the original trilogy, Ninja Turtles. But I neither heard confirmation that of that being true. So as far as I know, those two things could just be simply an homage to those movies. But yet again, I don't know. I hope this is supposed to be a sequel. God damn it. Because I do remember hearing that we were supposed to get originally, after the third movie, they were originally planning to have a fourth live-action Ninja Turtle movie, but that got canned due to the reaction fans gave to the third movie, which I have to admit, the third movie out of the first three Ninja Turtle movies is the weakest link. And I kind of mentioned this in my last video. My last Ninja Turtle review, which so happened to be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. But, and that pretty much I just said the entire movie. Summarized it. I enjoyed it. I also enjoyed how this had pretty much an all-star cast. So Leonardo was voiced by James Arnold Taylor. James Arnold Taylor is for me. I know him as Pirate Captain Jack Sparrow from Kingdom Hearts 2, Johnny Test, Obi-Wan Kenobi from the Clone Wars. And Plo Koon. Obi-Wan Kenobi, Green Arrow from Batman Brave and the Bold, and Fred Flintstones from some of the commercials and other characters. That would take me forever. Nolan North played Raphael, and I know Nolan North from playing Nathan Drake in the Uncharted games. Splinter, I believe the guy who did Splinter played Uncle Iroh from the Avatar: The Last Airbender and Legend of Korra shows. Sarah Michelle Gellar played April O'Neil, and Chris Evans played Casey Jones, and Patrick Stewart played Winters. And I also have Lawrence Fishburne, who played the narrator towards the beginning. I don't know who, if there was any other star, well-known star that that was involved in this movie. But I gotta say, I thoroughly enjoyed the TMNT movie. It is one of my personal favorite Ninja Turtle movies. I'm not nowhere saying that it's the best Ninja Turtle movie, but it's one of my favorites, for sure. And if you guys had not seen TMNT, I do highly recommend. Now, TMNT plus the first three live-action Ninja Turtle movies are on Netflix, right? But I also got the TMNT movie on DVD, because I'm that nerd. That I had to get it on DVD. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. But, anywho, what do you guys think of the TMNT movie? Of this movie? Let me know in the comments down below. That said, love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Be kind to one another. Be kind to one another, as I can't apparently English. And I'll talk to you guys later. Turtle power. What the hell was this? Anywho, later guys.